The story for Cowboy Bebop the movie, or Cowboy Bebop Knocking on Heaven's Door, is a terrorist explosion releases a deadly virus on the masses, and it's up to the bounty-hunting Bebop crew to catch the cold-blooded culprit. This movie has everything I liked that was in the television series. The action, story, setting, and designs, and the comedy were great. The movie itself had a great pace throughout the film, and sometimes I could have sworn they must have rotoscoped someone in some of the fight scenes, for it looked like the characters fighting were moving in a realistic fashion as if they filmed real people on a real set. I also liked how some of the characters split off to hunt the bounty themselves and do it in different ways, and added some good conflict and humor. However, there were a few things that kind of irked me a little with this movie. I love the jazz music that was in the series, however, the movie didn't have much of the jazz. Some of the music, like the Moroccan music, was good and fit the scene it was in. However, the main title and the credits had more of a pop music, and it felt too commercial and didn't go with the flow of bebop. I tolerated it because it did sound good, and it kind of worked in some moments, but I preferred the film noir jazz. Also, sadly, it felt to me like some of the character development felt kind of cheap and hammy, like with the villain. It seemed like at first they knew what they were doing with him, and then just ran out of ideas and just pulled something out of their asses. And much like the end of the series, the movie just ended. We didn't get a slow progression to an ending like one would with any other movie. We started to, but after like 2 lines, it just ends. We then just get credits. There's like 2 lines and then credits. There's like no goodbyes or thank yous or funerals or anything or just anything to transition to have an ending where everything comes full circle. But at least it didn't end with me having questions go unanswered like the series did. But there was a nice little scene at the end of the credits that gives a little nod to the series with the black bump at the end of the episode before the credits, where it says "See you, Space Cowboy," but in the movie it'll say something different. Other than that, I love this movie as much as the television series, and I do recommend it. Just remember, it takes place between episodes 22 and 23. Although you could actually put it anywhere in between any of the other episodes before episode 23 because, it has the entire crew. And also, some things that come to pass haven't happened before episode 23. I give this movie 4.5 stars out of 5. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of my review of the Cowboy Bebop series. Unless they make more. Someday, maybe. Someday.